as well. Unfortunately, he hasn't made the restart.
Okay. So there's a big gap at the front end. We've got two guys here having a cuddle. So what are they talking about?
Oh, just a corridor. They're talking about the race results from the weekend.
Yeah.
I just got up there to Hadley. I've just got to third, mate. Just start. All right, start from second. Right, that's fine. Whatever, mate. You do you.
That's too close to go. Anyway, okay, it's up to them. Righto, we've got 5 lights are on and they're out and go.
Yeah, all safely away, which is nice.
Good start from Cook. Pikett gets away well as well, challenging around the outside as they go into turn 1. So is he going to make it? No. So Cook holds on there going through turn 1. Pikett round the outside. They've already gapped Elijah Darkin as they go across the line and under the bridge for the first time. And it will be Ben Cook up the inside, Oliver Pikett around the outside. Through the up and over they go. Head down towards the Golden Homes hairpin. And tell you what, Ben Cook, he's got big elbows, that boy.
A little wiggle there from the GBR Racing in the lead, but holds it steady for now. They know it's a 2-horse race. This whole race, they're finishing either first or second if they stay on that bike.
Yep.
So it'll probably be a bit of a cat and mouse, trying to break the toe early on as Oliver looks for the inside and puts his bike where Ben wants to go.
Gets that
classic block pass. And runs it right the ripple strip on the way out, and he gets the drive. Looks like Oliver takes the lead for now.
Heading down towards the LITM sweeper, and as they go in, who's it going to be? They're side by side. And it will be, Pikett gets his nose just in front and just cuts across the bows of Cook and shuts the door on him. So
it'll all be about staying in the slipstream this race. 2 very quick machines. The GTs noticeably quicker up in a straight line than the X4Rs, but both these boys on GTs that'll be staying in the draft for as long as possible this race. They'll just rubber band them back together every time they hit the straight. So Oliver Pikett leads over the line into turn 1, Benny Cook right behind him. It'll be a big old battle for third with a brand new talent, Elijah Dakin in 3rd place on his Cup debut.
Drifts wide though, and Scott Finlay right up the inside, makes the pass.
Nice move, Scotty Finlay.
So through the turn 2 they go, through the up and over. Pikett leads Cook, then we go back to Finlay from Dakin, and then the next one through should be Hadley Thompson and James Murdy.
Big old gaggle of riders that is for third. But Ollie trying to put the foot down at the moment. Ollie Pikett trying to break Ben's spirit. It's the only way you're going to win here without a slipstream drag is to put a bit of a gap between you and the next rider. He's trying to do just that. See if Ben can hold on and bring this gap down a little bit in this last sector. Ollie looks behind. He's trying to break him. He's riding pretty quickly.
Well, they're both same bike, so there shouldn't be a power difference between them.
No. But you get in that air, especially with these smaller machines, you get in that air bubble behind them and it just sucks you back in. So he's just trying to break the toe. So when he gets to the straight, he's got a pretty good gap. I don't know if Ben is close enough to be in the slipstream. He might be feeling it a little bit, but not enough to bring him back. I don't think it's a good lap by Ollie. We'll see the clock when they come across. But looking pretty rapid out there.
Yeah, well, all in fairness, motorcycles aren't exactly, with a rider on them, aren't exactly the most aerodynamic thing in the world.
No.
And they do punch a pretty big hole, so if you can get into the back of that, that's going to give you a good toe.
It's a 1.2 second gap between Ollie and Ben Cook at the moment. Ben Cook definitely capable of doing 23.1s around here. It's a quick time, but I've seen him. Wow, he's wide again on Elijah Dakin.
I'll tell you what, Scott Finley's pulled well away from him.
Yeah, he's maybe showing a little bit of inexperience there, just obviously missing braking points. Obviously happens.
Look at these 3 down here.
This gap for the gaggle for 4th place. You could throw a tea towel over those 5. Man, Cadell Finlay in the back of that group. He's on the X4R, his first ever race, in the battle for 4th place.
As they all go down into that corner there, and
into turn 4, looks like the big gaggle swapping paint. A couple of those boys on yellow machines will be the same paint. Not too bad. Looks like Ollie Pikett is putting distance between him and Ben Cook. This is looking like he's trying to run away with this one at the moment.
Look at this gap. This little group coming down here into the Porsche dipper.
Scotty Finlay looking quite comfortable in 3rd at the moment, but this battle for 4th is anyone's race at the moment. We've got some new blood in this Hyacinth Cup, all battling for 4th place, which is amazing to see. First time out.
Yep.
Really good.
So as they all head out of there and down that straight.
Ollie Pikett got a pretty good lead now, pretty much the whole of the grid here, Ben Cook of 3.6 seconds. That's a good lap time of a 22.7 between Ollie of Ollie Pike to stretch that rubber band.
Yeah, he's not. There's no way the Cook's going to come back from there.
It's pretty broken now, that rubber band.
And mind you, having said that, I think Scott Finley's pretty well nailed third place down at the rate he's going.
Yeah, so he's pretty showing his experience there.
Only got 2 more laps to go.
Yeah, just to put a bit of distance between himself and that massive gaggle of riders.
It's great
anyone's battle. Look at them spread out as they come into turn 2, all 3, 4 abreast. Cadell Finley a bit wide there at the back of that group.
They must be having a whole heap of fun doing
Oh,
that.
mate, you must be.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, Ollie Pike, great race by him.
I'll tell you what I do admire about them. They're not letting that stinking smoke that's drifting across the track in front of them bother them.
Oh, what a gaggle of riders as they come out of turn 4 into the dipper. They're 2, 3 abreast as they go in, and it looks like a move up the inside for Hadley Thompson. Comes out, it looks like he's in second place, in their 5th place in that group.
There's 3 of those guys are all rookies. So.
There's orange vests going left, right and centre. Mate.
So they must slow you down, surely, if they wouldn't get trapped under those things.
Hadley Thompson up the inside into the sweeper. Mate, this is some great racing for 4th place here in your first Cup race.
Yep.
You'd love to see it. Someone like Hadley Thompson been around probably 7, 8 years now, racing against guys. It's their first ever Cup race. It's just great to see. He'll be teaching them some great tricks of the trade for Hyacinth Cup racing.
Scott Finley across the line. So then we go back to James Murdy leads, Hadley Thompson leads, Mike McCain, John Williams, Elijah Duncan, who's dropped way down, Cadel Finley and Brett Butler, all in one big group together.
Yeah, Elijah Dakin, we say he's dropped way down, but he's about half a second away from
that's
4th.
True. Yeah.
Doing a great job out there as they fly into turn 2. Just, bikes everywhere.
You must remember this man was in 3rd place at the start of the race. So
imagine coming your first ever race meeting and being disappointed you didn't finish 4th.
So
such as the pace that Elijah Dakin has picked this up. Ben Cook out on the ripple strip.
it's almost
all by himself. No excuse for that, Benny. Yeah. But mate, look at this gaggle of riders as they peel into the dipper. Scotty Finlay just out of arm's reach. Cadell Finlay up the inside. Looks like he's picked off at one. The orange vests swarming like bees all over it, like Monica Lewinsky. Yeah, the orange vest at the back of the field, looking like they're at the back of that group, occupying that 8th, 9th and 10th places. Mate, they're riding well. We've got Sean Parker here in 11th. He just finished 3rd in this Pro Twin race. Probably a little bit tired, but that just shows the speed that these rookies are picking up this Cup. That someone who's just finished 3rd in an intermediate race is just behind these rookies, their first ever race. Comes Scotty Finlay across the line, and then there is a handkerchief thrown across the next 3, 4, and then our 3 rookies behind them.
Okay, the last lap flag is out.
Hadley Thompson, John Williams, James Murdy holding off the 3 rookies in 7th, 8th and 9th.
Just looking, and I think this is our lead bike coming. Yes, it is. Oliver Pike just going through the dipper.
Different postcode.
Look at the gap he's got over Ben Oliver.
Mate, continuing with these lap times of it in the 22s, it's really hard to do by yourself.
He's in it next week.
Yeah, no one to gauge times off, and he's doing it by himself. Oh, is that Scotty Finlay falling back into the clutches?
Yeah, I think it is.
3rd place. Scotty Finlay holding off for now. There's a lapper between them. He's a bit wide out on the ripple strip. He's had to roll off. Or will that compromise his drive? It looks like John Williams is sucking him in.
He must have made a mistake somewhere, because he was well in front of that group, and he's dropped back right into that group.
Yeah, this lap looking like they're doing the same lap times as Ollie Biker comes across the line to finish.
You will see Scott Finley that last time round was a 128.
Yeah, so there goes Ben Cook for second. Oh, in the grass. You don't want to be doing that, son. One of the new boys luckily regains it back on the track.
Scott Finlay will come across in 3rd position across the line. A whole lot of time.
Here comes Scotty Finlay ahead of, it looks like, James Murdy just gets a hole ahead of Hadley Thompson, and the 3 rookies with Cadell Finlay rounding them out in 9th across the line. But what a race from those 3 boys. Well done.
Okay, so your finishing order was Oliver Pike, who finished last week. Ben Cook was through in second position. Then we go back to Scott Finley in third. John Williams came home in fourth. 57, Hadley Thompson was fifth. Sixth was James Murdy. Seventh was Bike 32, Mike McCain. Eighth, Elijah Dakin in eighth position. Ninth was Cadel Finlay. And then Brett Butler was rounded out your top 10. So that was our what was that? That was our Carl Cox. Next up will be seniors again.
I don't know if we're going to get our last round of racing in today.
No, I don't think
4
we
o'clock.
are. I don't think we are. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, I mean we've had some big hold-ups.
Yeah.
So but I must admit this. I do like the way these guys organise these meetings, and they allow for those hold-ups. You know.
Well, we have had quite a few today, and wouldn't be surprised if the senior race, it might be our last race of the day. We'll wait for official word on that.
Yeah, well, I need to be at the pub by 5:30. So.
Oh, of course. Yeah, so we can't obviously hold everybody up. I'll still be here.
Sunday night down the pub for dinner, you know.
Yeah, so, of course.
No, I need to go home and watch the qualifying for the Formula One.
Mate, you do. You